Hello and welcome back to a bit more Water Warships. I did consider dipping back into EU5, but I don't know, I felt like Warships instead. I can't really articulate why, it's just, you know, boaty shooty things. Mind you, there's a lot to choose from with Paradox at the moment. They kind of lumped a lot on everyone all at once. There was a major CK3 expansion. They dropped EU5, and they've just released a pretty big DLC for Hearts of Iron 4 as well, which has reworked a bunch of systems, including naval, which is always of interest to me. So I may have to get that as well, even though I'm not the biggest Hearts of Iron player. So all that's missing really is some massive Stellaris expansion, and maybe there is, and I've just not even noticed it. So yeah. Oh, and it's not even Paradox, but the first DLC, the first expansion for Bannerlord, I think, is due pretty soon as well. That also adds boats, so you can like be a pirate in Bannerlord if you want, sail around and do naval combat, which is not exactly new to the Mount and Blade universe. There was the Vikings expansion, of course, for the Mount and Blade Warband. So many Mountain Blades that it gets a bit difficult to remember which one's which sometimes. So yeah, so there's just kind of a lot to choose from at the moment, even just within Paradox and sort of vaguely slightly map staring adjacent games. So yeah, anyway, but we're doing boat ships. Man, now I'm trying to imagine what would some kind of Warships Paradox crossover look like. I have no idea. How would that even work? I suppose the most unique thing you could do would be Stellaris, and maybe try and bring some Stellaris themed skins to the various lines of ships, because it wouldn't be the first time we've had spacey themed camos. And I suppose you could go the opposite way and have some medieval themed camos and tie it in with like CK and EU, but that's just kind of generic history camos at that point, so I don't know. Anyway, what do I start with? I don't know. I have a whole bunch of things, as you can see. Like, this is all basically lines I'm grinding. So, yeah, there's quite a few of them, and I don't even have that many research points now to show for it, because I spent a bunch on the Bliskovica 44. Where are we with research points? Yeah. I spent almost all of them that I had, so we're way back down on Research Bureau points. So we'll accumulate a few more from these various lines, but yeah. What do I want to... Kitakaze maybe? Or I could do a cruiser, or... I don't know, let's go Kitakaze. Why not? I think... Where are we? We're a ways off. Okay, yeah, we've got enough for the F3 torpedoes, but I don't typically run the F3 torpedoes on the Kitakaze, so save the XP for that. Yeah, no, okay, Harugumo's a little ways off. So we'll see how we got on. Ooh, carriers. Not so fond of that, but the Kitakaze at least theoretically has a bit of AA to work with. Although having said that, it's the Nakhimov, so it's really not going to matter that much because it's single strikes. So that really doesn't matter at all. Okay, never mind. We also have this enemy division with 2 radars. So spotting is going to be a thing. Spotting is absolutely going to be a thing that we have to worry about. I might not be the highest energy today, but we'll see how this goes. Ooh, immediately Nakhimov planes coming up between the B and C cap. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. We'll see what they decide to do. I'm more worried about the radars maybe than the CV overall. The CV, at least you can try and dodge their attacks. Although if the Nakhimov manages to line up a good solid shot on me and I can't dodge it, because this is not the most manoeuvrable ship, that might be an issue. Okay, Stalingrad, Henri. Okay, so the B div has probably gone to the A cap. Although somebody does have me radio located. Not the biggest fan of that. Right, cap blocked. There's an Ibuki. Just see from the turning radius on this thing, it's not the best for dodging any kind of incoming anything. Right, Shima and Fletcher. I think they probably... What is even my... Is it 6.1? Yeah, 6.1. So I do get outspotted. Chances are they are just lurking behind that island. I'm just trying to see what else might be down there at the moment. Doesn't look like that much, but there's the destroyer, albeit very briefly. Oh wait, Jacksonville's there. Okay. So Borgonia may be pushing the flank. Of course, I did get briefly spotted, so they have some idea that I'm here. Here come the hairy planes. Possibly hunting for me, or just concentrating on this flank overall. Right, you've smoked up, and you are the Fletcher because the Shima is dead. Right. They don't have any smoke cruisers. So that is 100% the Fletcher. By the process of deduction or something. Well, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure that one out. Oh, hello, spotted. And there you are. Still got my smoke. Get the Fletcher down and out of the way, that'll be superb. Come on, one hit, one hit. Oh, okay, more than one hit apparently. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That cost me a chunk of health, but that's both of their destroyers now out of the way. Which is marvellous news for me. So that just leaves the radars and the CV to worry about. Don't have to worry about being spotted by sneakier destroyers anymore. Plus I get a kill out of it, which is also rather nice. So it looks like that div did split up, which is a little unusual. Normally they'll stick together, but they decided to split their efforts and actually try and cover both flanks. which is mildly unusual. Right, I'm tempted to just try a blind drop there, but the Ibuki would have to be absolutely insane to peak. At the same time, I don't want to get too close to the Jacksonville. Right, Ibuki's jumped out the cap, that's excellent. Not a lot going on in the middle, but trying to get there would be tricky. Let's put some torps downrange there. I think it might be the Ibuki that's got radio location, but it could be something like the Jacksonville. The Jacksonville having it would certainly make a lot of sense. Okay, we've just lost our first... Oh, no. 2 ships. Not doing too bad, though. The little flank looks okay-ish. They are getting the middle. This bit of air spotting doesn't concern me that much. I'm going to try peeking out. Right, those went past where anyone would be, that's fine. Oh! It's a good thing ramming into huge chunks of ice isn't quite as bad as it would be in real life. I've got slightly like why is there gunfire coming from? But no, of course it's the Castilian. Whoa, hello, Ibuki Torps. Oh, no. Curse my mental lack of maneuverability. Oh well. That was unfortunate, but yeah, it's just not a very... Well, it's just got a very poor turning radius. 730 meters is like cruiser bad. I think there are battleships that are probably better than that, to be honest. It's not my favourite line to play just on that basis alone. Okay, don't know, let's drop down the tiers. We still do have plenty of mid tiers we can go through. Trento? Where am I at with the Trento? Not quite halfway. Right, solid tier, well, not quite solid tier 6, actually there's some tier 5s here as well. Again, carriers. Right, I'm hardly going to be rushing into the sea cap because the spawns on this map are a little funny. The weaker blob is always paired up with the stronger blob, so they're versus the weaker blob of enemy ships and vice versa for us. So yeah, our carrier really needs to... They probably know that already, and I'm probably just being an annoying busybody by pinging the map like that. But you never know. And by you never know, I mean, oh, they're turning south. So, okay. Alrighty. Don't think they're going to last terribly long. But what do I know? What do I know? Total noob that I am. Right, there's the T-22. Oh, lots of was there a Fuso? No, we've got a Fuso. There is a Fuso, but we've got the Fuso. Oh, yeah, okay, that's quite short range. 6 kilometers.
Generatore di fumo avviato.
Double fire, no thank you.
Problema risolto, signore.
Oh, apparently that was close enough to get me spotted, but never mind. Oh, nice. Good chunk off the T-22. Is the S1 really running on the surface? Apparently so. Oh, just as I released those torps, I had the thought of, yeah, they might hit the Kitakaze, but no, I think actually they're too slow. Look at that, half the T-22's health just, like, gone. Oh, if he runs into a torp, that'd be hilarious, but sadly, no. It's slightly more manoeuvrable than the previous boat. Nice, there goes the T-22. You go for the Nürnberg, you're going for me. Maybe going for the Fuso. Is that Nürnberg reversing? It's a little hard to tell. But actually in this match it seems like the blobs were more evenly distributed than I had perhaps first assumed they would be. Alright, get this Nürnberg out and then we have a crack at that bar tower. Kill would be nice.
Siluria babordo. Siluria babordo.
There we go. More planes. Going for the Fuso. Bartown might be tricky. It's a fairly quick little boat. So let's not run aground.
Allarme incendio. Problema risolto, signore.
Right, there is the sub down there somewhere still, which I think the Kitakaze is, yeah, there we go, hunting. Right, that was not enough lead. Bartan is fast. Bartan is basically destroyer fast. But also this Bartan is like playing with their speed. Which makes it tricky. Well, we could actually stop mucking around with the Bartan and maybe pop some shots on the view show. Okay, that definitely needs. I'm struggling with range with these faster ships, apparently. Right, the Mackinson's having a pop. Getting a bit closer does mean I can at least have a slightly more reliable chance of actually hitting. I think we might be... oh yeah, I think we might be winning this one. Just hadn't quite realised by how much we were winning this one. Right, apologies if you can hear my phone buzzing in the background. I forgot to put it on mute. Headless chicken, sorry I missed that message, but yes. Last couple of weeks I've been trying to... I've been getting back into streaming a bit more, so I had I've managed a whole 2 streams this week. Well, this being the second one. Well, there goes the bar tower. It's literally just 3 ships left. Okay. Yeah, we've possibly won this. Not a huge amount of damage, but the Trento is not a ship I've found that pumps out huge amounts of damage typically. Right, we should do better against the Hughes show. There we go. Slightly more reliable result with the SAP. Right, there we go. Oh, wait, okay, this is a message I have to respond to. It's just very professional. Super professional. I am the most professional. Yep, right, okay. 40k damage, not terrible. Yeah. We'll take that. Nothing spectacular, but certainly solid. I'm absolutely open to suggestions, by the way, if there's things people would like me to play. I am also working towards enough credits for the whatchamacallit, the Adalbert. So I need 16,660,000 and I'm almost there. Almost. So let's take... Gosh, I have... Just like... This is... Can I see how many ships I have selected right now? Is there a way to... Oh, the Kitakaze game was a win as well. I don't... I wish there was a way I could see how many ships you have selected, but this is just premium ships. This is ridiculous. This isn't even including specials. This is literally just premiums. What the heck? I think there might be 1 or 2 premium ships in the game, you guys. I don't know if I necessarily feel like jumping into something high tier. So maybe let's go for tier 7. Do I not play very often? Renown could be good. California could be very deeply meh. Scharnhorst? Oh, I haven't played Scharnhorst in a bit. I could play Scharnhorst 43. Where's where are we? The Germans. Or I could play regular Scharnhorst. Let's play regular Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst 43 has slightly different characteristics. It's slightly more geared towards secondary stuff. So, yeah. I could bring up like a comparison site and pick over the differences, but I'm about to go into a game, so I won't. Scharnhorst 43 also gets a speed boost. So it's supposed to be it's not massively more close in, like, focused, but it's a bit more so than the regular Scharnhorst. Right, the fact this is standard is a bit meh. But we'll just have to make do. I mean, if you want, Colonel Moss, there's literally the Michelangelo, which, okay, Italian rather than German, but yeah, the secondaries can almost feel more like the main guns. Right, Farragut. Yeah, if you go to, like, was it WoW's numbers or ships.gg or something? Yeah, you'll be able to bring them up, and it's like, it's got a better rate of fire, and is ships.gg not a thing anymore? I am getting distracted. That's redirected me to tanks.gg. Did they give up on ships.gg? Okay, maybe. Oh, Mishkevitsa. That's unlucky. Unfortunate. They're not exactly long-range torpedoes, those Farragut torps. So, yeah. Right, that's going to be the Anhalt. Just totally blind firing. Haha, there you are, little sub.
Feueralarm!
Das gegnerische Team hat die
Right, oh, we've lost a couple. Oh, that's not good. Lost a couple of ships already. Also, it does just kind of like put me as the only ship on this flank, which I'm not a fan of.
Torpedos achterhaus! In der Luft! Torpedos
Come
auf
on!
Steuerbord!
Come on! Don't need the torpedoes! Oh, they ran out of range. Whew. Right, I don't like that you weren't tagged on there. Oh, everybody's died on this flank except for me. Okay, this is going so well.
Torpedos achterhaus! Torpedos auf Steuerbord!
This is going so very well. I don't think I'm going to last too much longer, to be honest. Oh, good lord. Should have at least be able to kill this Farragut.
Feueralarm!
There we go. Right.
gegnerische Zerstörer versenkt.
Still got a submarine up my butt, which I'm not a fan of. Hello, Harbin. Not a fan of you either. Nice. It's running low on dive capacity.
Problem gelöst!
Well, this is this is something. This is certainly something. I don't know what the something is, but it's certainly something.
Torpedos achterhaus!
Yeah. It's kind of hard to, like, I'm not 100% sure what's going on in this match, but it's a little wild. I think the Nizibek and the Harbin are almost more of a threat than the Anhalt, to be honest. In fact, the Anhalt's just full on firing HE. Oh, Fubuki. It's not like we're doing super well on the other flank, so honestly,
Torpedos achterhaus!
I really don't know what to make of this.
Feueralarm!
I'm almost dead. Once I die, the cap's going to be wide open. Oof! I think we'll do another game in the Scharnhorst, because frankly this has just been an absolute wash. This is an excellent example of why I just love standard games so much. Just the absolute nonsense that can occur. Good lord. No help from the CV. I mean, it's only a tier 6, but it'll be something. Some help somewhere from someone would be appreciated. Not that it matters, I'm not going to last much longer. No. Yeah, that's going to be a wipe. Okay, we'll do that again. And hope for slightly better circumstances and slightly better teammates. Right. Okay, this is good matchmaking. This is actually better matchmaking than last time. So I'm just having a quick look now. So I think it is basically faster reload on the Scharnhorst 43 secondaries. Main battery's the same. Concealment's the same. Honestly, I thought there was something worse about the Scharnhorst, like its main battery reload or something. Oh, it's got slightly okay. It's got worse main battery range by a kilometre. So it gets a slight buff to its secondary battery reload and a slight nerf to its main battery range. Torpedoes, you're right, I didn't check that. Reload, where is reload? Yes, Scharnhorst 43 has quicker torp reload as well. So that's the other area where it's more built towards close-in fighting. But it's not like that, like super major differences at 1 kilometre less range and like it's less than a second reload, something like that. So it's it's not like it's a minor variation on the Scharnhorst rather than some kind of major difference. Right, you know you can't torpedo him, you Fushan, right? You do know that, right? You do know there's a deep water torpedoes, right?
Torpedos direkt voraus. Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Try one more pop at the stored, but the dispersion without any yeah, the dispersion without being able to lock on, not good. Not good. Right, that is a bunch of battleships coming this way. My renowned buddy is going the opposite direction, so I don't know that we're going to be contesting this camp very well. Yeah, I'm making a turn here. If by that you mean, are random games utterly unpredictable and sometimes extremely frustrating, then yes, nothing has changed at all. Except Wargaming have announced that they're going to introduce a Dutch submarine that has Dutch airstrikes. Subs already get airstrikes in ops, but they're not like Dutch airstrikes, they're just kind of like a area bombardment. You select an area and some bombers fly in and try and bomb stuff, which in ops is kind of like, if there's land targets, then obviously in most subs you can't do anything about that. So it kind of makes sense, but in terms of like Dutch airstrikes on a sub, no thank you. But you know, just wait till we get the I-400, I guess. Okay, we do have 2/3 of the caps, so I'm not like super duper worried right now, but it certainly could be better. Oh, that was an okay hit. Quite happy that the KGV is firing armor piercing. Although in a way it means they're a smart player rather than an annoying player. Why are you pressing in now, Renown? That's an odd choice. Very odd. Right, we can use a heal. I'll focus that West Virginia a little bit. Oh, actually the shear's popping out again. Well, these shots can be against the West Virginia. And let's turn our focus back to the shear. I don't know, that Renown picked a really odd time to be all gung-ho. Considering they've now got the stored on their flank, but oh. It's just smoked up. Kind of tempted to push against that West Virginia a bit. Yeah, the Renown's not going to last too much longer. Can certainly catch up to him. But it would mean getting broadsides full of KGV, so that's not a sensible idea. Right, yeah, back to focusing the West Virginia. They're off on their own right now. We do have our allied West Virginia here as well. Oh, actually, let's see if we can help with the stored. What's my secondary on this? What have I built it for? 7.9. Definitely not full secondaries. One reload. Don't think we're going to save the Fushan, but no. Do some damage to the stored at least. Who is about to disappear? Yes, okay. Back to AP. Oh, that West Virginia's not looking happy. Not at all, and those shots missed. Helena, oh, that'll be what's in the B cap. We're running out of ships. Oh, that dispersion. Oh, that's not good dispersion. That was in fact downright bloody terrible dispersion. Come on, RNG. He's very low health. We don't need much. There we go.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer versenkt.
Right, there's still the West Virginia somewhere. Helena in the B cap. At least can't torpedo me. Who else is looking at me? Ize will have the range. West Virginia's probably got the range. I don't think this game is going really much better than the previous one, or at least the score is a bit more even.
Torpedoes auf Backbord.
Whoa, hello. Oh, it was the Gator. The Gator was in the sea cap. I had absolutely no idea the Gator was there.
Das gegnerische Team
Last time the Gator was spotted was over there, so... Yeah, okay. Ouch. I could give the Scharnhorst 43 a go. Just to illustrate the difference. The, where are we? So it's like, yeah, 5.6 seconds there. 7.1 seconds there. And the 105s are 3.2 versus 2.7. And this one is built for secondaries.
Gefechtsstation.
Okay. We're gonna win one of these games at some point, right? Definitely worse matchmaking this time. Quite a few destroyers. So main battery range, like I said, it's a bit worse, but it's still pretty decent. And we actually have the extra consumable going, so yeah. There might be some differences in the armor as well, I'm not really sure. Right.
Gegnerische Streitkräfte entdeckt.
We probably won't even get the chance to do much secondary pew-pew stuff with this kind of matchmaking, but you never know. Sam is currently not at the window. He's outside at the moment and not waiting to come back in, so he's probably causing some kind of chaos and havoc. Oh, was it aerial spotted for a second there? What have they got that could have done that? I don't know. I really don't know. Very peculiar. I mean, it must have been some kind of like fighter or spotter plane, but I wouldn't have thought there was anything close enough. No, wait, Delaware. Delaware's got... Yeah, there we go, Delaware. It would have been Delaware. Delaware's got planes. Delaware's pretending to be an aircraft carrier. Probably going to wish I had the 15-inch guns of Gneisenau in this matchup, because they are pretty good guns. Just in case I get close enough to that Yudachi. Maybe I should be firing HE against the Delaware. Might not be the worst idea. Just getting ricochets and shatters with my AP shells. They don't actually have all that much here, but things that they do have are still relatively scary. Oh, I wonder if I can turn around in the smoke, maybe? Oh, hello, Iowa. Oop. I really am hoping to get a fire on that Delaware, but it's just not happening.
Maschinenboost aktiviert. Torpedos direkt voraus.
Right, there's your Dutchy Torps.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Whoop! It's a good thing I popped that speed boost. Oh, good, Bennett. Okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. A quarter of the team is dead already. It's fine. It's absolutely A-okay. We might have to give up on the Scharnhorst. It's seeming a bit cursed.
Torpedos auf Backbord.
More Yudachi Torps. Iowa's still bringing its guns around, which is good for me. Speed boost does come in handy. Right, we're not doing huge amounts of damage to anybody, sadly. They're kind of not really the guns for doing it. No, not going to get shot there, that's fine. Shot on the Iowa, maybe. It's HE, which is suboptimal, but we'll do what we can. Ermagerd, we set fire. Don't know if it'll stick. I guess we'll see. I am slightly worried about the Udachi. The Udachi's still there somewhere. Kronstadt's low health at least. We're retaking the B cap. Although I don't know if that will last. Oh, yep, spotted. So let's not ground myself on the rocks. Okay, that's got to be the other Udachi there somewhere. Popping off random shots. You never know. Yeah, there's the torps. It's not exactly an optimal HE thrower. But when you have this kind of matchmaking, you just have to kind of do what you can, really. Oh, right, broadside cruiser, come on, reload, reload, reload. Oh, this might be something. Oh, the Los Andes got him. Damn it. Okay. Right, Udachi's somewhere to the left still. So rather than cross that gap broadside, we're going to turn towards it. There's no point making myself unnecessarily torpedo bait. That could have been worse. That certainly could have been much worse. Really am just chipping away at this Iowa. Delaware is dead also, which is nice. See if we can catch a glimpse of the Udachi. Could be in that gap, could be ahead of me, I really don't know. Here's where a hydro would be super useful. Heck, they could be north of me, like without radio location or a hydro or radar or something. It's just complete guesswork. At least I know roughly, you know, I know there's a destroyer in this area, unlike the previous game where that Gira took me utterly by surprise. I had no clue the Gira was going to be there. And oh right, okay, you're to the south of me, because Helena had killed the friendly battleship. So I naturally went, okay, it's the Helena that's in the mid cap. Don't have to worry about torpedoes then. Gira was last spotted towards the other cap. And that turned out to be a lie. Yeah, that was a little bit cheeky. Right, the Udachi's somewhere there. And then there's us eating. Okay! Alright, we've brought this around somewhat. Just the Zeton and this Udachi somewhere. Oh, don't turn away, Zeton. I'm not spotted, so I don't know, like, is the Udachi just running? No? Okay, they've put I'm putting torpedoes across the cap, so the Yudachi's now down there somewhere. Well, the Los Andes and the Encounter both did very well for themselves. I'll give that Los Andes a compliment.
Maschinenboost deaktiviert.
I can't say I've done the most, but it's better than nothing. Right, someone's looking at me, and I don't know if it's the Zeton or if it's the Yudachi. Oh, it's the Yudachi. See, it's the Zeton. Probably not going to be able to do much, but you never know.
Steuerbord.
Might get lucky hits. Yeah, let's go back to AP.
Maschinenboost.
Trigger the last speed boost as well, because why not?
5 Minuten.
Hey, Besekovich. Right, he's used
Feueralarm.
one of his DCPs, which of course is a limited consumable on that line. So maybe try more HE. Or we could win on points and get 700 damage from an overpen. Alright, well, it was a win. Definitely some kind of win. I'll give the Encounter a compliment as well. 1200, not terrible. Right, we need about 300,000 more credits. So let's take the rarest ship that I own. The Alabama VL. What would help if I put a captain in? A relic of my time as a community contributor. That and my community contributor hoodie, which I still have, or but not hoodie, jacket. I don't. Was that a joke I missed, or an actual question that I've missed, or I don't know.
Battle starts.
Ooh, okay. Tier 10 matchmaking. Okay. Okay, let's go south for now. What are we? 12.7. So this is, yeah, basically the community contributors. There was actually a little bit of drama associated with this, because initially Wargaming announced that only community contributors will be getting an Alabama. And that made everyone unhappy, especially the US community, because it was going to be an example of a ship class that basically almost nobody else was going to be able to get.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
So they then relented and made a regular Alabama premium as well. And the Alabama VL was, you know, they gave it special camo, basically. Oh, victory. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, yes. Yeah, I don't know what that word means either. That's just me being very slow. So yeah, it's actually got two special camos, because this one is the more recent one. And there was, I don't know if it's still a thing, the other thing you got as a community contributor, whatever the program's called nowadays, I can't remember. I think they changed it. But you got a pennant, a special flag, that gave you a little bit more XP. It was like 5% extra XP per battle, which, you know, if you're playing a lot, does add up.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Right. Let's go for the Massachusetts, I guess. It's the salmon. Enemy GK. It's US 16-inch guns. It's nothing like special or amazing. But it's got a nice tight toning radius. It's comparable to a North Carolina.
Awaiting instructions. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Airborne. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
Right, you've sped up a bit. You're going that way. Come on, reload.
Awaiting instructions.
Gotta kill the sub. Gotta. Right, that enemy sub has taken a bit of damage. It was such a weird thing as well. Like, it was one of those times where it was that, and this was when it was still, you know, Leicester and being in charge of being the main studio, and before such minor events as Russia's unprovoked war against Ukraine. I think there was a bit of cultural, like, oh, we didn't think this was going to be a big deal, and then it turned out, no, actually it kind of was. They were certainly a bit disconnected at times. Oof. It was a well-timed emergence there, North Carolina, which I suspect was entirely the point. Now I have to retreat here. Mildly annoying. That Massachusetts is getting hammered at least. Right, was it okay hit? GK, I'm not entirely sure what the GK is doing. Right, we're going to focus on that North Carolina now.
Problem solved, sir.
Shaping up to be a slightly weird game. Well, they've all been weird games so far. I don't know what I'm talking about, really. So yeah, it was It was kind of a relief to step away from being a CC the second time. I must be one of the few people that can claim to have been a CC twice. Certainly not the only one, but I know Jingles was in the same boat, that he went from being a wargaming CC to like after the Foch nonsense, throwing in the towel and then only coming back for Warships. And I did the exact same thing. And there were promises made and promises ultimately not kept, which is why I left the second time. So is that GK really just full high explosive? Okay. Well, okay. That's certainly less of a threat than it would be otherwise. Right, apart from the Jaeger, we've secured the north. The Massachusetts is not in great shape. I am now the prime target for the Essex, unfortunately. Which can do things like that. It can just casually hit me for 10k. Right, is that Massachusetts or is that Zhao? I do still have the sub alive, but it's probably way off where the sub is. Okay, there's the Massachusetts. There's the Zhao. That's a prime target for the CV if there ever was one.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Hopefully the Malta is being sensible. Okay, 3 heals left. I can get a little bit of health right now. The GK is... Let's see if we can finish off the GK. The GK is not a great player. Which is nice for me.
Torpedoes astern.
Enemy battleship foundered.
I mean, it was one of many debacles, but... No, Zhao's going to get to cap. That's unfortunate. We should get to recap. What have they got left on that flank? A Harlem. Okay. Not exactly the biggest threat. And there is a salmon still somewhere, but there's a destroyer between me and them, so that's not the worst thing.
We've spotted an enemy submarine.
Yeah, that's fair. There have been some community uproars over the years that have just been like, what? Everyone's mad, why? And then other things have been like entirely, let's say logical, understandable.
Enemy cruiser detected.
I'll go to Massachusetts, that's the easier shot. Oh, it's quite the spread on those shells. Okay, let's not get cocky. If they had some absurd levels of luck, they might maybe get away with this, but probably not. Right, that's Essex smoke. Sub is dead. L'Aventurier now has a straight shot at the Essex. Let's just head forward to the cap, and then there's a Harlem somewhere on the flank. Actually, just about have a shot on the Essex. Which is nice. Nice, 17k. Right, let's turn our attention to the Zhao. Got an okay amount of health left. Harlem's being sneaky. Nezabek not very healthy. Let's get a heal going.
Problem solved, sir.
We get turrets, and I don't think we have a shot on the Harlem. They had some real outrageous luck. Like I said, they could win this.
Spotter returning to ship.
Oh, L'Aventurier is down. Okay, that's unfortunate. It means the carrier is still alive and kicking. But the carrier... Okay, no, the carrier's down. Okay, we're sort of relying on the Malta to take care of the Harlem. But that's a very clear focus for the carrier right now. But yeah, Zhao dodging at range. It's not the easiest thing to try and get. A little bit of damage. You got this, Malta? Well, we've got some defence ribbons there. We've got to get this mid-cap.
Battle ends in 5.
Just. Malta is now super low health. Let's just full send that. Malta can take care of the Harlem. I said Malta, no, yeah, Harlem's super low health. If I don't get it, then there we go. Malta will. Okay, close game. Very close game. It is now literally just this Zhao who's up against the edge of the map. They don't really have a lot of options left. And the Malta could be moving a little bit closer, but to be honest, at this point, it's probably not going to make a big difference. There's how I got super lucky with torpedoes. But yeah, no, it's a bit too stacked in our favour now. Yeah, we had some momentum. Triple fire, no thank you. We had some momentum, but they really did come quite close to maybe being able to take this. Hey, Tag Monkey! They managed to get the Awami. Yeah, very close game. And that was apparently enough for an expert efficiency badge, but it's not like there's a huge number of people playing the Alabama VL. So, take that how you will. Yeah, apparently that was that was also a task. Okay, that was also a campaign task. What did I do? I think there's this. I think it's the Halsey campaign that I've never managed to quite finish. I can't remember what the reward for that is now. Anyway. Oh. I just cancelled a task that I didn't mean to. Never mind. Right. Okay. So there we go. Alabama VL. That one turned out to be an actually kind of okay game. And that actually also gives us enough credits to do the thing. We can now do the thing. Prince Adalbert, there we go. Purchase. We give this a go. Is it the same 350s as, yes, as the tier 9, which I actually quite liked on the tier 9. Right, we can... How about Reinhard von Jutland? What does he do for battleships? Consumable specialist is slightly faster. Have we got any other special captains? I guess we could make use of consumable specialist on this ship. Potentially. Given the nature of the whatchamacallums. The fact that you're using the damage control and repair party. Okay, right, what do we have actually available? We can't quite go full secondary because I don't have the things saved up. In fact, I have barely any credits. I need to do more grinding. I don't have... I barely have enough money for anything. Wow. Okay, we'll maybe not play the Prince Adalbert like right away. What's the perma camo look like? Just a plain grey. Got that camo which I could use. Let's see what else we've got. There's a few that I seem to have accumulated lots of just because I don't like them very much, so they really don't get used for anything. I could use one of the blue, white and gold camos. It looks kind of okay. Should we go with that? I'm not like super wild about it, but then like the actual perma camo Yeah. Oh god, when I first started playing tanks with Circon, it wasn't quite dial-up internet. It was a bit better than that, but it was ADSL. So it wasn't great. Let's just go with one of the stock of... Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Right, so yeah, we need more credits before we can play this thing. And we will set the commander up for secondaries. Well, we probably want concealment before we want the top grade gunner skill. So that won't be quite the full secondary build just yet. But I'll be keen to give it a go. Anyway, yeah, so any like requests or anything? Is there anything anyone particularly wants to see? There's certainly plenty of things I could play. Heck, I could play around in the tier 9. Let's do that. The Nazabek's alright, but I definitely preferred the Manteuffel. So, give that a go. Hey, Sergeant Kelly. No double submarines! Why? Why? Okay. Well, this will be certainly something. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something. Pain, probably. Much pain. Right, what's our manual? 13 kilometers. We've only got 7 kilometers on the depth charges. Okay. Let's give it a go. Honestly, the one thing I would change about these is the limited damage control parties. I'm not the biggest fan of that as a concept. Right, are you... Okay. You are coming this way. And I don't like it. I don't want to have to burn a DCP this early. Okay, no fire. Thankfully.
Gegnerische Streitkräfte entdeckt.
See what we can do at the ACAP.
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff entdeckt.
That's probably not going to hit anything, but you never know. Is the Kushiro... Oh, the Kushiro has its own smoke. I forgot about that. Okay. That is indeed a thing. Also, my reflexes are so conditioned to the 4 key that you're going to see me trying to get submarines and hit the secondaries instead a lot, I'm sure. It's going to happen. Right, you're slightly backing up, Marseille. There is the submarine. Pinging at somebody. Trying to ping at me, maybe. Coming subtorps. See, this is the other thing, annoying thing about being in this ship with submarines, is you have to use a DCP to clear the sub-tracking. And I've only got 4 of them. So, you know, it's super fun. It's super fun.
Problem gelöst.
Right, if I can keep hitting this Marseille, that would be nice. I really don't have a way to counteract that that submarine. The 5 button, that's the airdropped. There's 2 kinds of depth charges. So you've got your airdrop depth charges, and then you've got the like rail dropped depth charges, which do more damage, but of course you have to be like literally right over the ship to drop them, or right over the sub to drop them. So that obviously can be a bit of an issue. But even then, if you've got like quite short-ranged ones like these, you know, that can still be a big issue. You combine that with the fact that you've got limited damage controls, and the only way to clear being pinged is to use a damage control. It sucks. It's one of the main reasons why I really don't like playing these ships. Because you're going to meet subs, and it's going to be a real bad time. Because there's nothing you can do about it. Right, I guess we'll use a Hydro. What's my reload range on these? 9.5, it's not that good, okay. Just on the off chance we hit somebody somewhere with something. Yikes. I was really hoping I could make the turn without getting spotted, but alas, it was not to be. Right, you are within secondary range actually, I can do that. Whilst my engine is a bit knackered. So we can get another fire going on that main. Right, hooray! The submarine is dead. think I'm not going to last too much longer though.
Gegnerisches Schlachtschiff gesunken.
Last heal.
Problem gelöst.
Well, I will say these are very nice ships in ops. When you've got random battles, when you can have like double subs and CVs and things. Bit less so. Anyway, that's the tier 9. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. The planes are they're your planes. You don't need a submarine, a carrier to be in play for for those to be available. Right, let's do some kind of daily. All of the scrolling. Great if you could like double click and it took you all the way back to the start or all the way to the end, but that's not a thing, sadly. Hughes, let's do Hughes. In fact, let's actually... I think we have enough that we can... There we go. For some reason, apparently I was running Hughes with the less than a 10-point captain, which is a bit dicey. I don't know why I was doing that. Very, very, very suboptimal. Don't do that at home, kids. Ooh, okay. Slightly kind of matchmaking, slightly. I don't know which side. I guess we'll go for the B flank. Bishkevitsa I outspot. Fubuki will outspot me, as will Fujin, and I think Farragut we will spot each other at the same time. Hey, Ginge. We had the same cold weather as everyone else. So we had some very slippy roads and pavements for a few days. But otherwise it was okay. Although it's weird to get snow here in like November, December, it's unusual. It's usually more kind of February time. So that did feel a bit weird. Also, with the weather, it means I've been using a lot more taxis to get to and from work when I can't get lifts. And yeah, I was going somewhere with that thought and I've forgotten what it was now. Something. Anyway. There was some semi-intelligent thing at the end of that sentence and it just kind of vanished. Right, hello Fubuki. Oh, hello Fujin. Are you firing on somebody in a Fujin, which basically has no guns? I mean, not quite no guns, but... It might as well have no guns, I'm just saying. Oh, hello, that's more smoke.
Engine boost activated.
I'm actually a little worried about the Fujin, so I might try and chase that down, but there's also a Scharnhorst 43 there. Within secondary range. So that would also could maybe be a problem.
Torpedoes to port.
This is fine. See, I told you it was fine. Never worried. I was never worried. I was having slightly horrible flashbacks to that that first Kitakaze game of the stream, when a bunch of torpedoes came towards me and I just couldn't turn. I just couldn't. Oh, it's the Blyskawica. Well, you are taking an awful risk there, Normandy. Is this worth a bit of smoke? Oh, Normandy. Oh, Normandy. Oh, Normandy, I don't think that was a great plan.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, that's the enemy sub there. This Fujin's just going for it, what the heck?
Torpedoes to port.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Well, he's done.
Torpedoes
Oh,
to port.
Scharnhorst is still there. Well, I don't want that.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
Submarines and Scharnhorsts. No, thank you. He's backing away at least. I'll even take some of my torpedoes. Not that it'll do a huge amount of damage. Alright, this sub is backing off, it looks like. Other flank. Oh, the other flank is not doing well. Oh dear. Okay.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yes. This
Torpedoes to
is certainly some circumstances that are occurring. Oh, the SAP does basically nothing. Is this going to be enough for the U-69? Yep, okay. We've still got... Right, Fubuki's nearly dead, but they've still got that Blyskawica running around, which ain't great. I don't think we're going to win this one. I just have that feeling. We don't have a lot of anything left now. We've at least got a reasonably quick torp reload. They just don't do a whole lot of damage. Okay, that's probably not going to amount to anything, but you never know. It'd be hilarious if it does. Get a little bit closer, see if we can... Whoa, hello. Drop on the... We're going to need smoke very soon. Let's kill the speed.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Smoke generator started.
Right, I'm assuming, absolutely assuming that guy put torpedoes out towards me. Is he firing AP? Okay.
Ship is on fire. Engine boost activated. Problem solved, sir.
It's a thing that happens. These are all things that are happening right now, and I don't like any of them. Not one bit. Oh, it's such a pity that Königsberg is like just out of... We're gonna get one. We got one, okay.
The enemy is about to win.
Let's just pew pew. This Scharnhorst is speed boosting. Okay, those are AP shells, so maybe won't kill me. Maybe.
Damn it! Enemy battleship destroyed.
Eek.
Problem solved, sir.
Right, I don't much fancy tangling with that Riskvitsa. We've lost this, more or less, anyway. So let's go for the things we might drop torpedoes on, I suppose. Hey, it's the torture boat. You don't see them out and about very often.
Engine boost deactivated.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Yeah, that Riskvitsa's still got loads of health. I'm basically trying to get a better angle on the Julio, because those head-on drops generally don't work that well. The lots of health is a problem as well. Ah, we're going to lose this one on points very shortly.
Smoke generator started.
Oh, never mind. I was going to take advantage of the lead wire spotting, but nope. Let's try that one again. I'd quite like that daily. That game was, yeah. A little bit ouchy. So, okay, bottom tier now. Yeah, okay, there's Atlanta radar. This is not too bad.
Battle starts.
Loyang, of course, has got that nice hydro, so we have to be wary of that. They might not have it, but chances are they will. I'll see what I spot before I go too gung-ho.
Enemy force detected.
I surprised somebody the other day by saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be 40 next year. And they were like, what? That can't be possible. So, I don't know. I mean, I know, okay. Oh, hello, Atlanta. I don't particularly drink or smoke, but you would think the decade plus of playing World of Tanks and World of Warships would have at least prematurely aged me somewhat, but apparently not as much as you would have thought. Yeah, there's the radar.
Engine boost activated.
Let's get my butt towards that Atlanta. That's the safest aspect. You do not want to be broadside when they start pew-pewing.
Problem solved, sir.
Basically make yourself as small as possible. Take advantage of those long shell travel times. That ends up being relatively little they can do about it. 53! Wow. I thought you were older. Like, I mean, come on, come on. Can't expect me to help myself. Oh, hello, Lo Yang. That's spicy. Don't particularly want to go fight the Lo Yang. De Grosse's got their own hydro though. You're going to manoeuvre right there, De Grosse? Okay, you are a bit, but not quite as much as you could have.
Enemy battleship sighted. The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yeah, that's the problem is mental age and physical age rarely correspond. Sadly.
Engine boost deactivated.
Didn't we have an Iowa? Oh, yeah, they sank. Okay. Yes, we did have an Iowa. Not anymore. let's get for the B cap. There's another radar. Just in case he peeks out to try and take advantage of it, but I don't think they will. Oh, he decided to be cheeky. But, you know, this is why I started evading when I did. Because sometimes people do be cheeky. Sometimes they do be like that. Right, we do need that B cap. Which might be doable. Maybe. DeGrosse is still about half health. Bridgeport, bit under half health. Zara's not going to last. So yeah. So that kind of makes it even more important to get the cap. Oh, go away, Alsace! I was off. Right, Nisbek's turning around. Oh, come on, stop dying!
Enemy submarine in sight.
Stop exploding, you cowards! So quite a great military leader. Is the SS really just pushing straight through? Okay. Kind of wish I'd kept the torps now. He straightened back up and accelerated. Thought he was going to come this way, and instead he sort of just went. How dare they not go exactly where they needed to go to run into my torpedoes? It's cheating. They are pretty slow torpedoes, though. I mean, they could be worse. They could be sub 60 knots. But yeah, they're not hard to dodge, these torpedoes. Ugh. Is this really going to be less than 1,000 damage? No, the Alsace is turning away now. Oh, this is disgusting. This is just disgusting. They might even run out of range before the Alsace. No, they're turning the other way. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Thought he was going to go back into the B cap. Yikes. There's been some bright, proper stinky games this evening. Who's torpedoes? Nezebek, probably. Yeah.
Engine boost deactivated.
We've had some okay wins, but man, it's been quite a few quite one-sided games.
Smoke generator started.
Ugh.
The enemy is about to win.
Probably turn the smoke. Oh, I can't turn off the smoke just yet. I don't know why there's that cooldown. It's really annoying. Ugh. absolute stinker of a game. I think this is by far the worst game of the evening, honestly. Yay, a single torpedo hit. I'm so good. I could do with adrenaline rush on this captain, I think.
You are the last hope.
Oh, for goodness sake. So yeah, I had one cap assist and a tiny bit of damage, and that's been my game. And everyone else has died. Yay. "9v1, absolutely. Oh no, ran out of time. Oh no. Oh well. Yeesh. That was so much worse than the last game. I don't even want to look at the scorecard on that one. That one was disgusting. And we lost the Manteuffel game as well. Right. Do I have another go at the Hughes? Let's maybe just take the Mahan. Which isn't really any better, to be honest. In fact, it's slightly worse. Hey, Data. Yeah, something a bit different at least. This may even be my last one because I do have something at 7 o'clock, so if this, well, assuming this isn't over super quickly. If it's over super quickly, I can do one more. But if it isn't over super quickly, then this will be my last one, I think. Right, I think everything outspots me. Maybe not the Torigo. Oh no, no, the Torigo will. Leningrad outspots me. Hughes definitely outspots me. Kigero absolutely outspots me. So everything outspots me. So this will be joyous and fun. And also there is, of course, CV. And also Cleveland radar. Why am I doing this to myself again? I don't know. Reasons. I think next stream I'll probably go back to playing some EU5. 2 Warships streams in a row is... yeah. Some kind of cry for help, maybe. We can go back to playing Hungary. There's actually been a couple of patches since the last EU5 stream. So I've also, I'm up to about 130 hours played now. I've been slightly no-lifing it on EU5 on some days when I'm not working. But the plus side is I think I've got a much better handle on various mechanics. And like if I were to go back to playing the Lord of the Isles, I might have a... Oh, it's the Cleveland. I might have a better idea of what I'm doing. Maybe. And you're going to tuck behind that island? Yes, which means you can just sit there and radar that cap and I can't really do much about it. Okay. This does have a quicker torp reload than the Hughes, and it's got more torps than the Hughes, so there's that. Plus regular smoke.
Torpedoes to port.
Right, whatever was dropping torps came from that
Torpedoes to port.
quadrant. That's the Kigero. Yeah, okay.
Enemy destroyer detected.
I So tempted to pew-pew at the Kagero, but there's Cleveland right there, and I'm not that suicidal. Right, let's see what this Flounder is up to. May or may not be spec'd for secondaries, so I have to be a little bit careful here. Let's actually hedge our bets a little bit in terms of the spread. Yeah, I'm not gonna... No, it's not gonna get there. Oh, Kagero, hello. So you've popped out and ate some torpedoes, that would be hilarious. No! One into the Flounder would have been nice. But now he knows I'm dropping torpedoes, he's juking pretty hard.
Engine boost activated.
If I can get them to focus the Cleveland, that would be jolly nice. Well, this could be better, but it certainly could be worse. Also, I really don't know if the mic's picking that up, but whatever my neighbour is doing involves a lot of scraping noises, apparently. Ah, these torpedoes are so slow. No, okay. Hey, Lottie. Okay, spotted.
Problem solved, sir. Smoke generator started. Ship is on fire. Engine boost deactivated.
At least it doesn't have any backup, but... yeah. This is not great. It's got close to a... what is it, like 5-6 in the Kagero? And I'm 6-7. It's like 900 meters. Disgusting good or disgusting bad, Lottie? I mean, on PC it's not exactly great. It's the first of the US destroyers with any decent torpedo range. But the torpedoes aren't very good. They're slow. And it's also, like, visible from space. Which is obviously a bit of an issue when you get down tiered.
Engine boost activated. Problem solved, sir.
Right, we got him, but man, at what cost?
Enemy destroyer blown up.
I think he was eating hydroed there. Oof. Okay, that cost a lot. Okay, well, it's definitely a different beast on console than it is on PC. A very different beast. Okay, if that Cleveland goes down. There we go. Hooray! We're actually going to win one! Hooray! Oh my goodness. I've done almost nothing, but, you know. Still better than dying pointlessly and having a horrible game anyway. Larty's a console peasant. I've played a little bit of Warships on console myself, but not very much. Gosh, I might as well pew pew at this flounder. Get more damage. Okay, secondaries are going. I wonder if he is secondary built. This might well kill me, not that it matters. I torpedo got it. It's fine, 262 health. Didn't need any more than that. Absolutely ridiculous. Always. Right, it's literally just their carrier left at this point. Yeah, we've won.
Our team has taken the lead.
Well, I can say at least I've won more games than I've lost in this stream, but it's been a close run thing. Or is it exactly the same? I think it might be 50-50 actually. So it could be worse, but some of the games have been absolute stinkers. They really have.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh well, no bonus cap points for me. So, given that I think my participation in this game is largely over, how's everyone doing, I guess? Yeah, that CV is not going to last very much longer. First impression of EU5? It's been... Okay, purely playing solo so far. I haven't tried multiplayer. There's lots and lots and lots that I like about it. But there are definitely some things that really could stand to be improved and probably will be. And there are some other areas which I highly suspect they are going to expand through the use of paid DLC. But in terms of how it is in its launch state, I would definitely say it's better and more fun than EU4 was when it first came out. So I will definitely give it that. And there's certainly some, let's say there's the groundwork for some potentially very interesting systems later on in there. Especially the extraterritorial subjects, or be able to play as an extraterritorial entity. Right now, the only interesting one is the Hansa. And you can play as a bank if you really want to, but there is so little that you can do as a bank that there's not much point in it. You just basically accumulate money. But as people pointed out when I was streaming it and talking about it last time, it's entirely possible it's meant as something you could do in multiplayer, but then the player that's playing the bank is going to have quite a boring time, so I don't know about that. But yeah, overall it's pretty good. And unlike what Civ 7 coming out, I didn't even buy Civ 7 for myself. It was gifted by one of my Patreon supporters, and I've still not really been able to bring myself to revisit that and try it again after it's had some kind of major-ish patch. But to be honest, the core gameplay is just so bleh that, yeah. So between EU5 and All Under Heaven for CK3, I think the Paradox map starers are doing quite well at the moment. And as I said at the top of the stream, there's a Hearts of Iron 4 thing that's just come out as well. So, yeah. It's a good month to have been a fan of Paradox games. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there. Because I do have to go and... yeah, I've got like 20 minutes before a thing is happening. So, yeah, I'm going to head off and... do things that don't involve streaming for a bit. So, you know, yeah, I'm struggling to end this stream, apparently. I'll just sit here waffling for another 10 minutes, probably. But I won't, because I shouldn't, because I need to get ready. So, yeah, if you want to catch up on any of this stream, it will be up on YouTube in a day or two, and the previous Warship stream is up on there as well, which was honestly a better stream in terms of like better games. This one has been, it's been a longer stream, but it's also been yeah, it's been a very mixed stream. I mean, I did get my expert efficiency badge for, you know, a ship that almost nobody has, so obviously I'm amazing at this game. I'm the best. So good. Yep, because so many people have the Alabama VL. Anyway, so yeah, have a good evening, day, whatever, wherever you are, and I will catch you next time.